Hey y'all, Brandon Rinas here, trying to fix my hat. I do apologize. I've got a bit of a head wound going on right now, so I'm kind of hiding it for the next few days while it heals up. Got in a fight with my wife and I lost. No, that's a joke. I promise. Alright, so anyway, Mad Dog Mattis, he was appointed by Donald Trump today as Secretary of Defense. Now, for all of you guys who do not know what Secretary of Defense is, it is the second highest position in the military under the President. Now, we have the Secretary of State, which would be what Hillary Clinton was. And that's the person that starts the wars. They're the ones that are politically active. They're the ones that are talking to everybody. And they're very aggressive or defensive, depending on the type of person, when it comes to they can start wars, they can create all this disaster. The Secretary of Defense is actually a person that's supposed to defend the United States, which we've stopped doing a long time ago. We should now call him the Secretary of Offense, sadly. But more importantly, when you're the Secretary of Defense, you want to be the baddest dude on the planet when it comes to knowing how to attack people, knowing how to defend the United States, knowing how to position troops, knowing strategy, knowing history, all of these things. General Mad Dog Mattis is the definition of that. He is incredibly educated, incredibly book smart, incredibly historically accurate. He is very well read, very well educated on our enemy, which is incredibly important if you're going to beat them. You can't win unless you understand what you're going against. So when I was doing research on him, I was truly blown away with his book knowledge, with all the books he would name for historical references and different perspectives and different strategies. Truly, truly a great man. Now, I would not want him as Secretary of State because I am a warmonger, and I know a lot of my friends, you guys look at me and you go, oh, well, Brandon's he doesn't support all these wars, he's the peace candidate, and that is true. I despise war. I hate war. But I love General Mad Dog Mattis. I love it because I want somebody, if we go to war, and I do not want to go to war, but if we do, I want a general that is going to kick butt, take names, save as many American lives as absolutely possible, and get done. I do not want to be policing the world. I do not want to be nation building. I want to be smoking people and getting out. I want our troops to be alive. And so I would hope that we never go to war, and I hope if we do go to war, it's only defensive wars. But if we're going to go to a defensive war, or we're even going to go to an offensive war, we better do it right. And I think Mr. Jim Mattis is the guy. I think he is the perfect fit for that position. So congratulations to him. Some of the quotes of General Mattis would be this: we have guys in Afghanistan that will, quote, we have guys in Afghanistan that will hit their women for not wearing a veil. It's a lot of fun to shoot them. I mean, it's a great time. Another quote: I don't lose any sleep over the potential of failure. I don't even know the meaning, I can't even spell the word. Another quote: be polite, be professional, but have a plan to kill everyone you meet. I love the guy's personality. I think he's very sincere. He can obviously talk very crude and get a point across on how to handle a situation or how to be aggressive, but he's also very thoughtful, very methodical, very historically accurate and concise. To me, that is incredibly important. To me, this is absolutely Donald Trump's hands down best pick so far out of everyone. I have absolutely no negative words to say about it. So congratulations, Donald Trump. Congratulations, America. Thank you to our troops who are going to be serving under him. I am sure they are going to be happy overall. They don't want to be risking their lives unnecessarily. And even if they are risking their lives, they want someone that's going to lead from the front, lead by example, and he is the perfect example of that. So what a great choice for them. All right, we have one other thing. Donald Trump had a victory speech today, or kind of a thank you speech, and it was in Ohio. Highly, highly recommend listening to it. If you want to listen to Donald Trump, if you want to see the direction that our country is going, if you want to see what he believes, it was the best speech I have ever heard Donald Trump give. I think Donald Trump sucks at speaking. I have said this before, I will say it again. I am not a coattail rider of Donald Trump. I did vote for him. I proudly voted for him. With that said, he sucks at speaking, and this was a great speech. So congratulations to Donald Trump. The big issue for me is he doubled down on burning the American flag and how we need to punish people for that. This to me is unacceptable. And I know I have Trump people that are going to hate on me for this. At first we were able to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh, maybe he's just trolling the conservatives also. Well, that's over with now. There's no maybe he's trolling. It's not a troll. He doubled down. He said, I think we need to punish people who burn the flag. Now, I do not want people burning the flag. I'm not suggesting that I love it. But this is freedom of speech. You don't go, Apple doesn't brag about how great their cell phone sales are because if people don't buy them, they find somebody. That's not a great product. Apple doesn't go around saying, man, we had such great sales, woohoo! Now granted, don't read the fine print because if anybody didn't buy the phone, they got fined $500. Wow, we got a great cell phone. I mean, that's absurd. It's like Obamacare. Obamacare is so great. If you don't take it, you're going to get fined. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I despise people burning the flag. You're talking to somebody that willingly would have risked my life to protect the freedom of speech that we have in this country. Willingly would have risked my life to protect the people, the men and women in our country from any enemies, foreign or domestic. In fact, I go on here doing the same thing. Obviously, I'm not risking my life. But that was my point. I was looking at joining the Marine Corps just to protect people. So when we start saying, oh, well, this people's freedom of speech, I want to flip this around. Let's think, first of all, before we go there, the people that are defending Donald Trump on this, you have more in common with Hillary Clinton than you do our founding fathers. I want you to think about that real quick. Hillary Clinton tried passing 2 different separate bills that would have put people in prison or fined them. I think it was either $1,000 or $10,000 for burning the American flag. Founding fathers didn't do that. Hillary Clinton did. I want you to think about that. You have more in common with Hillary Clinton, the person you supposedly hate, than our founding fathers. Then let's go and bring this a step further. Let's actually go hypothetical. Let's say Hillary Clinton won this election. Imagine she won this election. Imagine she raised taxes. Imagine more businesses were leaving our country in droves. Imagine we started more wars. We're in a war with Iran. We're starting a possible nuclear war with Iraq. You're pissed off. You're disgusted. You can't stand Hillary Clinton. And she says, you don't have freedom of speech. You can't burn the American flag. You can't say whatever you want to say. Could you imagine if the shoe was on the other foot? Maybe you wouldn't burn the American flag, but you sure would have a whole lot more understanding for those who were burning the American flag because they were disgusted with where our country was going. Now, I, again, am not defending burning the American flag, but a lot of these people burning the American flag feel the same exact way about Donald Trump. And although I think they're wrong, they absolutely, most definitely have freedom of speech. We could go and look at, parents. Oh, I'm such a tolerant parent. I let my child do anything they want. But, if my child doesn't pick up his room to perfection, he's never allowed to go outside of our house. But I'm a really tolerant parent. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're saying, well, I'm all for freedom of speech, except. You're either for freedom of speech or you're not. It's not popular opinion is freedom of speech, blah, 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 blah. It is. Our country is founded as a republic, which means even if it is one person in this country and we have the rest of the 365 million people who disagree with that one person can stand up and speak for what they believe in. And that's exactly what makes our country great. And that's exactly what makes our country so powerful and awesome. So overall, my entire post on today is excellent news. Donald Trump had a phenomenal speech, really inspirational, very well done. He's coming together as a great speaker, or at least a good speaker. He was terrible. His pick for General Mad Dog Mattis, phenomenal for Secretary of Defense. But we cannot get just focused on only positives with Republicans and only negatives with the Democrats. If we're doing that, we are just as big a hypocrites when we complain about how Democrats won't open their eyes and look at our side. We need to look at our own side the same critical way we look at Democrats. And that is exactly what my channel is here for, whether I lose subscribers or not. My goal is to have critical thinkers coming to this channel and discussing things back and forth. Not to promote a cult where we all think alike and we're brain dead. That is not my goal, nor do I want anybody else on this channel doing that. That is all I've got, guys. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. Let's come together. Let's constantly promote critical thinking with each other. Thank you so much for the views. Thank you so much for the comments. Have a wonderful, I guess it'll be morning again by the time I post this, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace out.